Doing good.
Yo, man, what's good? It's your boy Jay Banda here with another exclusive Venice Beach Kush and Coffee episode, man. Today, we're sitting with my man Paul, man.
Hey.
What's up, my brother, man?
Hey, man, it's beautiful out today. It's a pleasure connecting with you.
Yeah, likewise, man. The energy was good over here. Actually, I'm on Venice Beach. I came to chill for the last day because I'm out here on vacation.
Now, you Venice Beach in Italy or in LA?
Venice Beach, LA.
Here we go.
Yeah. My bad,
What's
man.
it like being on the West Coast?
Man, it's fucking, bro, nothing but California love since I got here. Like I said, man, I was supposed to be on vacation, but I do the podcast thing, the Kush and Coffee thing. So people seeing me, I was tapped in out here.
Now,
and they tapped in with me while I was here, bro.
Now, tell me, let's be honest here. Who has the best Kush in the country?
Cali's got the best Kush. Man, I smoked some shit yesterday from Long Beach fucking originals, officials. Oh, my God. I don't know if you guys know them guys, but, man, if you do, what the fuck was it called, man? I don't know, but the guys gave me a dab, bro. First, I'm not a dabber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not a dabber. Fucking back home, I just like the flower, But
right.
Man, I took a dab yesterday. That shit put me on cloud Pluto, man.
Now, what makes California Kush, California Indo, Chronic, whatever, green, what makes it so special?
Man, I just think you guys love it more than anybody else on the fucking planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as like the plant and for what it does for you, like mentally, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people use it for depression and all that other stuff.
Is your green consumption, is it for therapeutics? Is it for mind? Is it for recreation?
Yeah, for me, it's for recreation and like more focus, man, because I feel like I got ADHD. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Overthinking about 1,000 things a minute. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of calms me down and focus. And plus, I do multiple things, man. Like I do, I'm a full-time insulator by trade.
Okay.
I do the Kush and Coffee thing.
Good.
I do the Straight Focus Films. That's my film and videography business.
Dope.
And then I'm coming out with my own clothing line too.
Man.
So I'm like,
it sounds like you need to be in LA. What are you doing in Chicago?
I know, man. That's what I feel like too, man. Because it's been so loving here, man. I've been getting nothing but love and good energy from people. Good energy, vibrations is everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said today, man, I just came over here just to chill, and the vibrations brought me over here. My homeboy used to talk about handball. Shout out, rest in peace, Johnny, man.
Johnny, rest in peace, Johnny.
Man, he was locked up for like 18 years.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
And so handball was like a big part inside the Pinta.
It is.
So,
it is. Yeah. One of the homeboys that's here that we're with, he was doing 8 months, but he's been on and off inside mostly jail and county.
Yeah.
But there's some people here that have been released from federal prison as well for different things.
And it keeps their mind off it, like they're back home type shit.
Well,
right?
I agree with that. I mean, with our business, we call it Trinity, and someone asks, hey, tell me about the name and where it came from. So the brand is called Trinity Coffee Roasters. We're a Chicano coffee brand here in LA, and it's all third wave, single origin coffee, sort of some of the brands that you mentioned earlier, based in Chicago. But for me, like in coffee, I kind of see it very much in the way that you see it, your brands and your use of cannabis, where it helps you with your mind, helps you with performance.
Yeah.
And in the same way, like I think a lot of it's the homeboy Vic right there.
What's up, man?
How you doing, bro?
This nigga Vic, Victoria's video, you already know, baby.
Yeah, that shit's fire as hell too,
Hey,
bro.
Vic.
That's the homeboy Vic's brand. Mind, body, spirit, bro. Connecting your mind, your body, your performance, whatever that might look like.
That's dope. Trinity, the Holy Trinity, yeah, dog. That's all. I'm a big spiritual thing. That's probably why we cross paths. So man,
It might be.
I've been telling people the whole, like everybody I've been meeting, in life, man, you meet people from around the world, and you don't understand why that you keep meeting these certain individuals.
Yeah.
But we already met in our past life. We just crossing paths again. You know what I'm saying? In this life.
Well, I love that, bro, and I do want to talk about that spiritual place, but I think when I was talking to some friends, I saw you, bro. Your presence is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
How many people do you meet just based on your person?
Man, my wife, because bro, I don't see myself as everybody else sees me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm your size type shit, but in reality, I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
And my wife tells me you look like intimidating. People take you as intimidating because your size, and I don't feel that way. Like I feel like I'm a gentle soul just walking through the universe. You know what I'm saying? Just spreading the love, dog. But yeah, I get that a lot, man. My kids be tripping out because every time we go somewhere, like I get the attention, like I'm somebody and shit. You know?
I love that. In the same question that I was telling you about, someone asked me what Trinity Coffee Roasters was, and I told them it was about mind, body, and spirit. I said something that I wasn't prepared to say, and I said that being Chicano or being brown in LA, we don't have a lot of good examples of what it means to be a man. And when you said the word gentle, the word that I thought right now as you're speaking was gentleman. And I think in a lot of ways, you don't have good examples to be a gentleman, especially of your stature. That looks intimidating, you're big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, bro. And that's all I am, dog. Like I said, like a gentle soul just moving through the universe, bro. That's why we gotta, that's the reason why we cross paths, though. Who knows where these doors open tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, for us, and especially the relationships we build.
In your podcast of Kush and Coffee, you're meeting different people.
Yeah, bro.
You're meeting maybe the coffee head and maybe the pot head.
Yeah.
What person do you prefer to kick it with the most?
I've been watching this.
I mean, they both fall in the same category every time I use them both. You know what I'm saying? I'm always smoking them together, doing them together. When I am enjoying them, like sometimes I enjoy a nice late night cup of coffee before I go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Because the Kush put me down.
I know.
So I mean, both.
We're deep out here.
I mean, both. I support both, but the stoners always get the love, though. You know what I'm saying? But the coffee lovers too, man. Whoever taps in, man, it's all love. Like I just met an individual on Venice Beach, Daniel, man, old guy. He's like an old abuelito, you know.
Yeah.
And then I just seen him rolling a fat ass J, dog, and I was like, yo, can I join you? And he said, nah. At first he thought I was gonna have to smoke his weed because he's like cause of COVID and everything, and he was like, I was like, nah, I got my own weed. I just want your company. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool, bro.
So we just sat down and chopped it up, dog. I called my wife. I introduced him to my wife, my sister, my daughter. You know. John got to know him. Turns out he's been smoking Kush and coffee his whole life. You know what I'm saying? That's how he starts his day. It was cool to just meet random people, bro. Like I said, man, since I've been in California, I just met great spirits, bro.
That's cool.
Move it.
What's the big misconception with people that do Kush?
It makes them lazy.
It makes them. That's the big misconception that
for sure.
cannabis usage decreases motivation, decreases the desire to do things, activities.
For sure.
And that's a misconception.
100%, because I use that shit daily, every day, man. And I'm the most active motherfucker you could probably meet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always doing something. I got 5 kids, bro. So that's the whole reason why I started the podcast too.
That's cool.
Just to hear other people's perception on how they handle life. You know what I'm saying? As a creator, chasing dreams, chasing the Trinity brand. You know, the Kush and coffee thing just kind of like happened overnight. Now I'm just doing more of the footwork now. You know, just putting a face to the thing. Because usually it was just straight audio, and we've been out for 4 years, of the 4th year now. So it's just like, and we're listened to in 28 countries, bro. And it's just uploading fucking podcasts.
That's awesome.
Meet new people, you know.
So what do you think? Based on your experience with your podcast, Kush and Coffee, what do you think the big misconception is with people that do cannabis?
Man, as far as like being lazy, dog. I don't know. Maybe everybody got their own ways, but being lazy is like the biggest misconception for me because I smoke this shit every day. You know, I smoke Kush every day, and it's like I literally start my morning going to work with a fucking Kush and coffee. You know, so like it gets my day going, it gets my brain more settled, like getting ready to conquer the day, and then get the focus on like my task at hand instead of just like dealing with all the multiple thoughts that run through my head every day, good and bad, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like laziness is like probably the most misconception about weed. Well, people want to be lazy, that's because that's a choice, you know what I'm saying? Laziness has nothing to do with them just smoking weed.
It's not necessarily them
because of weed,
wanting to be lazy, but people associate that with cannabis.
Yeah.
They're looking for something to blame.
Yeah, of course. But everybody that I've met, every stoner I've met, they're out doing something, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at you guys.
Right.
Fucking out doing fucking events and got everything going on, pushing the coffee brand.
Right.
Which is fucking awesome. How's that, man? Like you said that Trinity band started here, it's cooked here in South Central, you said?
Yeah. So, first off, I love what you said because I think there is a misconception, right, where people are wanting to point the finger and to blame something. You have to blame something.
Of course.
I think that helps people to understand the world and maybe put things in categories. So I think you're right. Like especially with music, for example, people want to blame a certain genre for the social ills, or people want to blame a substance for someone's behavior.
Yeah.
There is something funny about all of that, and I'm glad you mentioned that there is no equal from being lazy, no performance, no motivation, to then consumption of cannabis.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't think that's necessarily true.
No.
Right? That's not true.
No, hell no.
to answer your question with Trinity Coffee Roasters, man, yeah, we've been doing it for 5 years. We've been sourcing coffee from all throughout Latin America, Ethiopia, and parts, most recently, throughout the Philippines and Vietnam. And then we import that coffee to our roastery in South Central LA. Right in South Central, then we're doing all the manufacturing, roasting, packaging, and then we're self-distributing still. So I'm still knocking on doors, doing my beat, picking up the phone, sending out emails to restaurants, breweries, churches, gyms, letting them know who we are, and then offering our coffee products to their customers. So it's been 5 years of planning, trying to be motivated to do business, to grow the brand, and then what you're doing, I think perfectly, which is connecting with people in an organic way to have a very meaningful life experience while growing something.
Yeah, man,
that is so hard.
Yeah, just like to meet the other people. That's like the greatest part of this, man. Like meeting and having conversations with different people's perspectives, man. Because like last night, bro, I was with my man Dazer. I don't know if you know him, but I was in like heart of California, bro, in the back of his crib, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Cool. With another asset, just chilling, bro. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Sharing love and thoughts. Like it felt like it got to some point, man. We were so fucking high. Like who knows? We could have had some spiritual, deep, like culture, religion, relations type shit. You know what I'm saying? From our ancestors could have crossed paths. We're just redoing it again in this life form. You know?
That's cool.
And that's where, like, right now I'm on this big spiritual journey of just trying to meet the most, more and more people, man, because more friends, more adventures, you know. So
yeah, man, that's so deep, bro. In using cannabis, using coffee, those two things very simply allow doors to open, right? Yeah. They allow new thoughts to emerge, new ideas to emerge, feelings to come to the top, connection, bonding, romance happens with coffee and Kush. For you, you're talking about living this spiritual experience. You talked about your ancestors in the past. What do you think you're learning in this time of this spiritual awakening, or as you're walking down this path, what are you seeking? Or maybe you're perhaps not seeking, maybe you're being found.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I went on like a big spiritual trip, man, like before this new year started. And having to be with some close individuals with me that I had in my life. And to share that experience with them, to be in the state that I was in, because I took about 17 grams of shrooms. So, and I took it in like a shake form.
So 17 grams is 3 doses. 3 doses, right?
Yeah, about 3 doses. And it's a lot. It's somebody, you still averagely take 17 grams.
No, that's generally, I think, 2.5 to 3 doses.
So I decided to do this because it was something that like I led myself up to. Nothing was gonna take me off this pole. I was gonna follow through with this regardless. And it was just to a point where I wanted to see where it was going to take me. And
can we pause it real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coffee. I have hot coffee and cold coffee.
Okay. Yeah, I'll 1 minute.
Okay, cool. So, are you still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's 2.5 doses, 30 grams. At that point, you're hallucinating at this point.
Oh, heavy, man. Heavy. It was like, it came to the point, man, where I felt like I was the creator, bro. So like the 2 individuals that were with me, they knew the whole time like I was the creator of the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? The alpha, the omega of the universe, you know? And it's always been like, I was traveling the world physically for 38 years, and I just finally found myself because I took that amount of shrooms to get to realization of who I really was.
Ooh, this is good.
You know what I mean? It was like my spirit form was just doing whatever the creator does as a spirit, while my physical form was here walking the planet Earth. And then that day is when my spirit and physical form re-emerged and came together.
Did you? Okay, so let me repeat what you're saying so I track your thought process.
Yeah.
You took 30 grams of shrooms, you're hallucinating, you become aware of your physical person, detached from your spiritual self, and they are coming together for the first time to your conscious self.
Yes.
Okay. At what age did you feel detached from your spiritual self? What age were you? And then, did you know that you were spiritually detached from your physical person?
No, that's why I realize now that
everything
that happens, everything that happens, you can't question anything that happens because it's all temporary. I just like I said, I met some good spiritual people, and I feel like I'm meeting these people for the spiritual path that I'm on, because these are all spiritual people that I'm meeting,
Yeah.
And it's like the lessons that they're telling me, as far as like one said, it's just all temporary. All this is temporary. Everything we do is temporary.
It is. Everything.
This conversation was just temporary.
Everything.
And our presence, but based on our meetings and the conversations that we have amongst each other, how we're going to grow as an individual. Is it going to affect us, or is it going to better us? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really love that. Because you were not aware of your detached spiritual self, I would assume that there was no sadness because of it.
Yeah, but no.
There was?
I felt like there was like a lot of anxiety and depression.
Interesting.
Before all this.
Okay.
Before I took this big spiritual trip. So, but I would microdose with shrooms for, throughout the years. And I've been doing shrooms since I was like 16. But spiritually, for the last like 3 years, I've been doing for meditation and spiritual use. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at self-conscious and like really yourself, focusing on yourself and honing on all the faults that we really carry as our characteristics as a person. As far as engagement with people, how we treat people, how we love our loved ones, how we engage with our loved ones, our moms, our sisters, our brothers. You know what I'm saying? Especially around us, bro. We're supposed to be uplifting to another, We're no hatred, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
We're supposed to walk this earth and uplift each other instead of bringing each other down.
Yeah, man, I love that, dude. What I really love about what you're saying is that when you talk about your spiritual self, you didn't know that you were detached from it up until recently, until you took the 30 grams. Yet you were feeling what you said is anxiety, and maybe negative self-talk and other ideas, feelings, right? Feelings. It's fascinating how we can't always connect spirit with feeling. In a lot of ways, we don't want to, right? And I think there's cultural materials that don't want to conflate spirituality with emotions. But I think that's not what you're saying. I think that there is a little bit of blending of spirit and feeling.
Yeah, of course.
And I really love what you said, where like your awareness of your spiritual practice has allowed you to have a deeper sense of love and understanding.
Yeah, man.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, I felt like it was something I really needed. Like I said, man, I was supposed to come on a trip here with like 4 friends, and I'm the only one here because shit happened with the other 3 other friends. I ended up calling my homeboy last minute, and he's one of my spiritual brothers too, and he ended up booking a flight to come with me. He's a rapper and entertainer, so I did a couple videos and stuff, photos for him and shit like that. So he's always good energy, So, and then I ended up being the one by myself, man. But it ended up being great because I ended up meeting a bunch of cool people, And I really got to hone and meditate out here on the beach with the palm trees and the ocean. And, it was real good feelings. And all I've been meeting was nothing but blessed and good people, bro. So I can't.
Yeah, I love that.
Cali love is for real, man. It's like anything else. Like you go out looking for trouble, you're gonna find it.
Yeah.
It's all about your energy with me.
I agree, bro. And I don't think you'd ever get in trouble. I don't think that's the vibration or the vibe that you give out. I mean, 100%. We're talking now. And you're talking about your spiritual practice and meditation and your podcast. With the new insight that you have with the spiritualness and the podcast, and you were meditating on the palm trees, what did you find yourself thinking about? What did you find yourself obsessing about over and over?
Just the new path of life and accept it for what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Just embrace it more. Family time, So like it's always been a struggle for me to really hone in with my decisions on time with the family, because I got 5 kids.
Right.
And
what are the names, by the way?
My oldest is Jaime the third. My oldest daughter, she's Nevaeh. My other oldest daughter, the third one that comes underneath that is Amelia. And the 4th one is Nefertiti. And the last one, the baby, is Rosemary. Named after my older sister.
Oh, that's cool, bro.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All girls?
4 girls.
4 girls.
Yeah, the oldest is my oldest is a son.
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah. I just called my daughter before here, and she's all bored at home. Because me and the mom didn't have a good relationship, bro. So things broke off. So you know what I'm saying. And she was mad. I don't know, for a while and shit like that. I try to make things right, and that's all I you know, there's still to this day, I still just want to give her a tremendous hug and just let her know that I'm sorry, you know?
Yeah.
For all the mistakes I made when I was a younger kid, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We weren't perfect. We're not perfect, man.
Right.
And I didn't have that much guidance to really guide me in the right way, but and I had to learn a lot on my own and just around the motherfuckers I chose to be around too. You know?
Yeah. Well, you're trying, aren't you?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's the biggest point. And I didn't graduate. My son graduates next Saturday.
Right on the other side.
And that's something he's accomplishing more than his dad did. You know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
But from where I'm at as a father and how I am and became as a man, shout out to my parents for instilling some of the tendencies I have. You know.
Right.
And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be the man in my family, and especially everything that we went through in life, man. I am here today because of what I went through in life, you know.
Yeah.
Finding myself where I'm at today is where I'm at, where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Never supposed to question anybody else.
Simple? No.
No samples today, sister.
Huh?
No samples today.
No. How much?
For hot coffee or cold coffee?
Huh?
For hot coffee or cold coffee?
Cold.
Cold is $6. $6 for
And
iced
hot?
coffee. Hot is $4. Four.
All right.
Four, yeah. Man, that was deep, bro. I want to repeat what you're saying so I understand it clearly. You have 5 kids. Your wife, your first wife, or is this your current wife?
No, this is my only wife.
Your only wife.
I've been married once.
There's a sense of sincere apologies for some of the shortcomings you had growing up.
Yeah.
And your apology to her and the hug that you want to give her is because you felt like you didn't really have a good example, upbringing to be more loving to her than you are now, or where you're gonna be loving her in the future. That's deep, bro. How does Kush, psilocybin, how does that help form who you're gonna be in the future and not be the guy who you were, if at all? Or maybe there is no comparison to that.
Well, you really, like I said, it's just really getting back to understanding yourself, man, and really looking at yourself, you know what I'm saying, as a person. It's just like when other people know what we're doing wrong and they tell us that we're doing wrong, what do? We take a backlash or get angry because they don't know us. They don't think they know us.
Yeah.
But in reality, the loved ones around us, You're good, brother. You're good. My man's just selling up this coffee
We're getting
over
deep
here.
over here.
Trinity Coffee.
What were you thinking?
So I want to get one of these.
Yeah, take it.
She wants to get one of these.
Okay.
And then, so her boyfriend just like straight up, just like black coffee. Where are people?
Yeah.
And then.
So you need a bottle of Cobra black coffee.
And then a lavender.
Okay.
Did you make the horchata one?
I didn't make any today.
Horchata?
Horchata.
Thank you.
I had a deer named Horchata.
Oh yeah? I had a dog named Horchata.
I thought you had a
I'm
ant named Socorro.
gonna grab
Socorro.
some Cobra under there.
Horchata Socorro. What time you get in?
The lavender?
9 o'clock.
Is it 9 o'clock in the morning?
There's guys practicing already. The team we play. Well, I already knew that was going to happen. I jinxed myself. I guess.
Will was practicing yesterday.
In my mind, when I was sleeping, I was practicing.
You still lavender, yeah?
Hey,
I
man.
said, watch us play that one team that was here. And bam,
Yeah.
that's the team we played.
Oh look.
Who said
Can I
you
get another one?
can't
Nah. It's this one.
Scanning though.
They didn't want us visibly
can't be
selling
fly.
anything.
Oh.
So we did all that work yesterday, like 3 hours to just put it down.
Yeah, I'm selling an American Cholo shirt too.
So to give you context on what's happening, this is the second annual handball tournament. They did it last year. They have a different people from all over the country here, and
So you just have a bunch
because we're in a public space, the part along with the people that are here don't want any visibly exchanging of commerce.
Oh, okay.
So we've just been putting signages down so that people, just for the sake of just keeping
I
it
just needed 3.
keeping it cool, you know?
Yeah.
Because it changes the vibe, right?
So I
When
need that SC2X. I need the.
as you were talking, you were getting really deep, and I was thinking, why is it that we can get so deep with a stranger when the microphone is on,
He's Brendan, but
and yet we fail to,
Do it amongst yourselves,
yeah,
our people.
yeah.
Our
What's
own
your
people.
full name?
And there's no camera running.
Willie
A lot of
G,
people-
Willie G, Willie G, Willie G.
A lot of people, man, are scared to open up to their loved ones because of the judgment that comes with it.
I agree with
Willie
that.
G from SC.
You know what I mean? And this is why I like bringing up these conversations, because we got to break down these barriers, bro.
Yeah, it's hard.
As men, because we all build these walls up.
It's hard, bro, because I think in the way that cannabis and coffee, as I said before, allow thoughts to come to the surface, feelings to come to the surface. The wall that you're talking about is ego,
Yeah.
and the ego self. The wall is to protect the trauma, the hurt, the pain that's inside. Because imagine, for instance, I had no wall built up, but my ego inside was pain and violent. If I didn't have that wall, I'm gonna go off on someone and act very violent and aggressive to someone. But if the wall is up because of ego, right?
I know it's hard for them to get up.
I can then create a persona
They still won't do that.
that's tough, that's gritty,
Yeah.
and withhold and bottle up my aggression until someone says something, then I snap and then ego
But then
blows up.
Yeah, exactly, because that's all those feelings are fucking just building up.
Oh, yeah.
Up because of that wall behind
Yes,
that wall.
yeah,
And that's why that's why it's important for us to have more conversations amongst our own circle.
I agree.
So that way we can tackle this issue together as united men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's important to come together and have conferences as men, man. You know, we don't do this either anymore.
No.
So in some cultures, we lose it even with our own family, man. But in reality, our families who we're really supposed to be building our tribe with. You know what I'm saying? But there's so much tendencies and fucking dysfunction between family members that people can easily simply get over a simple argument. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they hold grudges forever where things should just last temporarily. Like everything's temporary. You know what I'm saying?
There was I agree 100% with what you're saying. You talked about aggression and the systems of a family unit. I was doing some personal development 2 days ago, and one of the modules that I was doing was about arguing and what healthy arguing looks like and how long it should last. You know, Will?
How you doing?
How you doing, Will? Oh, you know Paul from before?
Nah,
We just met today.
We just met today on the beach.
Paul, this guy, every time we were at events, he always meets somebody and they're talking, so I think, oh, he knows them from somewhere else. And then
He was in the conversation like, you knew him already?
I said, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's funny. You know what? That's funny you say that, bro. It's funny that Will says that. So Will has a brand called Influence Era.
Oh, that's his.
This
Oh,
is his
your
tent.
Kush coffee.
Yeah.
You have a coffee shop like that yet?
No, I ain't got
They
nothing
have
like
those.
that.
They have them in Amsterdam.
No, I
I had
ain't
a friend.
got,
They
bro, like,
smoke weed and drink coffee.
I'm just roaming. I was supposed to be on vacation, family. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I just.
Are you from out here?
No, I'm from Chicago.
Oh shit! You're just here on vacation.
Yeah, I was supposed to be here enjoying the beach. I am enjoying it today, but the last couple of days I was meeting people from like my Instagram following that are other people in the cannabis industry, and then we kind of got up. And I was just gonna spend the day here today on Venice Beach because I leave out in the morning.
Oh shit!
So I ended up just meeting bro today right here. I just walked up.
Hey, bro, this one right here, right? This one right here has his brand, and he's really well known, like in the harbor. In LA, there's a lot of people that this food knows, right?
Yeah.
And with him and his brand, everywhere we go, this food knows something. All over LA.
Yeah. That's super fire, bro. Well, nice meeting you,
Social
man.
media.
Yeah.
So like every time we go places, he ends up meeting somebody like he met you, but they're talking. And I'm like, oh, fucking invited somebody. So I seen you sitting here, so I thinking, so but that if he's always, because we vent places. He's like, hey, you got somewhere to vent? I go, I'm gonna be here. Just bring your stuff. We do that a lot. So
yeah, that's fire, dog.
This one has what 15,000 followers organic, bro. Right?
16 now.
16 organic.
I don't even know how.
Organic, bro.
But I do a lot of events like this.
Yeah.
Everything's positive. You know what I mean? I only do events where there's something positive going to come out of it, and that's where I meet a lot of people. Like I met him years ago.
I met you too. I met you before too, bro. Where did I meet you at? Was it Long Beach?
He was from this.
It was Long Beach.
Jay Banda, bro.
He's from Chicago.
It's from Chicago, bro. Hey, Kush and coffee, dog.
My cousin lives in Chicago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, not really, just Champaign, Illinois. But I think, you know what he did? He moved from Champaign to Chicago.
You wanna? Yeah, move it right here, bro. We're doing this Kush and coffee podcast, dog.
Right now?
Right now, bro.
Because I know you're from Chicago, so you hear a lot of stories about LA.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, don't go here. Don't go there. Oh, don't hang out. We're territorial. It's racist.
Yeah.
Mexicans and the blacks and whatever.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro. Like I get told that so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, be careful out there, whatever. And bro, I came here by myself and my homie. You know what I'm saying? And I was supposed to be here with 4 other motherfuckers, but some shit happened. Life happened for them. They couldn't make it. Bro, but everybody I met, bro, has been genuine love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, it's been California love for real. When they say California love, bro, that's what I got.
I feel like
bro,
we get that bad, and it's not. It's not true.
This is like anywhere else you go. You look for trouble, you're gonna find it, bro.
Yeah, it happens, but it's not like that.
But like I said, I'm a big man on spiritual energy, bro, like vibrations and shit. So like I'm not giving out none of those vibes, so I'm not gonna attract none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I'm the same way.
And like you said, the positive thing.
And because I have like a question, because we hear a lot of shit about Chicago.
Yeah.
And like even with my lady, she travels for work a lot, so I'm like, I want to go to Chicago. I want to go, check out, eat some pie pizza, the dish. You know, I want to go there just like if I want to go to Philly, I want to get a chili cheesesteak. So, is Chicago really like that?
Bro, and it's just like anywhere else. Everybody's got their ghettos, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's getting worse now where they're going up north and robbing people downtown now.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, on the trails and shit, on the lakefront. But I mean, people die every day in Chicago. When
I went to Chicago, I went to Chicago 6 years ago for a coffee and alcohol convention, and that weekend there was 6 bodies, bro, that they found on the river.
Yeah.
And they were saying that it was people from what they call Chirac, and I don't know if that's really a thing. Is that really a thing?
Yeah, they call it Chirac, but I don't like to call it that.
I met someone else that said don't call it that.
Yeah, because you're just embracing the culture of that to be that.
So the word Chirac is a demeaning word that the media is putting on a group of people.
Yeah. Not just a group of people. It started from all the gangs just calling it Chirac. You know what I'm saying? So
like those projects, right?
Yeah. So like, you know what I'm saying? They're just telling don't come to Chirac and shit because they're just putting it because we had more bodies than Iraq at one point. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call it Chirac, because we had more bodies than Iraq did.
I think
there was more
media
killing.
said that one time and it caught on.
It just blew up. Yeah, it just blew up. Now people wearing shirts and shit. I don't want to be representing Chicago like that as Chirac, be known the killer capital of the world, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not carrying that bullshit, though.
That's how it was out here, bro. They did that out here for a
while. What up?
Like in the early 90s and shit.
Good to see you, dog. You gotta get to there.
My cousins tell me, they're like, bro, it's not like that. It's just like LA. When you, like, for instance, if you come out here, you go to the jungles, you go to the projects out there, certain sections. Right where Nipsey was at, like, shit going down out there. But all of LA is not like that. That's what my cousin was telling me. He's like, bro, all of Chicago is not. He's like, it's really just the projects and like the gangster disciples and the gangs out there.
On some real shit, since I've been here, I ain't really seen no. It's because I'm not paying attention and looking for it, but I ain't really seen no members or something, you know what I'm saying? Nobody to worry about that shit. But like, again, my energy probably keep them away, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not looking for it, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, Chicago's cool, but bro, like, it's just that you won't be able to do this shit. Have an event like this, you know what I'm saying?
They got a lowrider scene I heard out there.
Yeah, but it's not like heavy out here, man. I just met a homie, he's got a 1936, damn, it's fucking bad, dog. Plymouth, 1936 Plymouth. Oh shit, that shit was so cold, man. He came on the podcast, his name was Dozer. He does a lot of dabs. He got like, he's sponsored by Long Beach official farmhouse or something. They got some fucking fire ass
So
Kush.
you met a lot of people who.
Instagram, man. I just started doing events, man, like going to events and putting a face to my podcast. Because usually it's just straight audio, man. It's on Apple and Spotify. And so we've been out for 4 years, our 4th year now. So now I'm just going out to events. And I flew out to Vegas this year for that Champs accessory smoke shop, whatever.
How was that, bro?
It was lit.
It was mostly like an industry thing, right?
Yeah. It was more like for if you had like smoke shops and corners and shit like that.
It wasn't like a fest or an expo. It was mostly.
It was more like an expo.
Oh, it was expo.
Yeah, everybody was there. Cookies was there. Backwoods was there. Raw was there. So there was all kind of people with glass blowers and shit. It was cool as fuck, man. And I met a lot of more people, and that's why they kind of hit me up when I was in Cali.
You played already?
So I did a couple of interviews yesterday just based off that last trip. You know what I'm saying? And then plus everybody else I'm tapping in with now is just a bonus. And Cali love, you know what I'm saying? So it's been nothing but Cali love since I've been
we
here.
were on camera.
Let's go back to what you were saying, bro, about your spiritual journey, seeing your spiritual self, your family, your meditating. What were you thinking about out there?
Like I think when we got cut off, I told him it's just about embracing the journey, man. That's coming, you know what I'm saying? Like this whole new spiritual path has opened new doors, new opportunities, new people, you know what I'm saying? New perceptions. Like people I met yesterday, man, like willing to help me out, extend my brand, bro. You know what I'm saying? You today, being a coffee guy, I can help extend your brand.
Yeah,
you know
definitely. I love coffee.
And now we're on the podcast, and people are gonna hear you, bro, and know about you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I offer. You know what I'm saying? As a person, that's what I want to continue to offer as a person.
You're kind of a conduit, bringing people together, stewarding community.
Because we're all creators, man. We're all chasing the dream. You know what I'm saying? So everybody needs a platform to be heard. So why can't I just come together and smoke some weed, drink some coffee, and talk about some shit? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's healing.
Yeah.
Kush, cannabis, caffeine as vehicles to heal.
And look, it brought us together, though.
Yeah, I know, bro. Yeah, it's funny because I was talking to my homegirl. My homegirl works at Universal, and her homegirl, I don't know where her homegirl was, and then I saw you, and I was like, oh, let me make sure I introduce myself and let him know if he needs something, let me know.
Yeah.
And then we just started talking, and then you were asking about the coffee, and then you said the coffee company in Chicago, and then I mentioned one, and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about coffee, bro.
Yeah, bro.
What kind of coffee do you like drinking?
It's still the same, but it has changed. Yeah.
Man, it varies, man. Like I like the dark matter. They got all kind of different flavors of roasters that come out every year.
Yeah.
They had Old Dake Nick. Old Dake Nick was a good version. They come around Christmas. Old Dake Nick Dark Matter.
Is that like one of their specialty blends?
Yeah. The Unicorn Blood's good.
I've had that one.
Yeah, Unicorn Blood's good. Man, what are the other ones?
When I first got introduced to them, they were doing a lot of blends, and they had a lot of Latin American origins, from Ethiopia specifically, and then El Salvador.
Yeah.
Do they still have a lot of those coffees from El Salvador?
They got a lot more now, man. I think they branch out to a little more different countries and shit now, too.
And how many outlets do they have now? 3, 5?
Bro, I don't know. They got a lot. They got a lot of different brandings, too, as far as, like, more coffee. They come out with so many different coffees and flavors now, man. They got like a whole, I think like over 100 now, different flavors. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
crazy, bro.
And it's fire too. I didn't even know they were local until my cousin told me. He's like, no, you know this is made here, right? I was like, yeah, right, for real. And that was, he put me on a couple years ago when they first opened up. And then ever since then, man, I liked all their coffees and their flavors they got, you know?
In Los Angeles, we don't have companies like that are edgy, that have that level of creative output. I think a lot of times here in LA, the coffee scene is what some people call in sports. It's like a copycat industry. Oh, that team's running that defense. Oh, that team's running that offense. Here in coffee in LA, it's like we're gonna run with the same menu. So there's not a lot of experimenting or pushing the envelope when it comes to coffee like Dark Matter does.
Yeah.
Like I think what they do really well is they brand really well. Right? They're pushing hip hop, funk, rock,
yeah, all of it. They're tapping into all the genres.
Right. They tap into all that genre. They kind of curate a Spotify playlist, right? In LA, it's like, well, we want to take a little bit of this, take a little bit of that, but everything comes off as very plain, very generic, almost like a blue bottle, almost like Blue Bottle, what Blue Bottle does.
Well, shit, the LA culture though, it's strong. And like in our area, it's like people rocking that shit in our areas, you know what I'm saying? But some people don't know it's the West Coast culture though. But if you guys embrace that more and go introduce that culture more, you know what I'm saying? As far as being in Chicago, bringing the graffiti art style out there, the clothing brands like you guys have, the different variations of what you guys have to offer here, it goes a long way as far as just connecting with people too, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I agree with that. Like with our brand, with Trinity, like if you look at the ideation, if you look at the branding, the style, the edge, it does have a Southern California vibe, right?
Yeah.
The experience of it. Yeah, bro, what's up, man? Paul. Yeah, I'm telling you, hot coffee and cold coffee, bro. Same donuts. Well, no, so this is just me, but it's yeah. Yeah, man. Is that your brand? Oh, that's cool. That's cool shirt, man. I like the illustrations on it. Take a look at that.
Oh, that's just fire.
Astro Man. It's high, bro. It's high. Yeah, I like the color. I like the whole vibe.
Yeah,
that's like LA, right? Like, we're just talking about this right now, just a moment ago. Like, the cityscape, the Astro Van with the rims, you know, it's very much LA.
Palm tree. UFOs.
Yeah,
that shit is fire.
Even the astronaut is shoes right before his legs.
Oh, it's your boys' clothing line?
No, I think he sold it. So he just ends up being
Oh, okay. That's just
Oh, good, bro. Oh, good, man. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Yeah, you know what we're not doing samples today, bro. It's just all hot coffee. Yeah, but it's unlimited, bro. It's all you can drink. So it's $4 for hot coffee, all you can drink. Hold on, all right, cool. Yeah,
shit, let me get a cup, brother.
yeah, bro. You want to just close it out?
Yeah, so we can chill or whatever. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, we can chop up the end of the podcast.
We had to pause real quick. My man got busy, so he had to give me a delicious cup of his coffee. What kind is this?
That's gonna be a blend. It's gonna be a blend of single origin washed Guatemala from a farm called Two Marias, and single origin from one family. 510 grams of that combined with a grade 1 Vietnam Robusta natural. I put 110 grams of that, and combined, it makes a nice little blend. The coffee's gonna be, it's gonna be sweet. It's a very sweet coffee. That sweetness you're getting mostly Guatemala, but then that earthiness finish is gonna, that kind of soil kind of like finish is gonna be from the Vietnamese coffee.
Yeah.
The Robusta.
Man, I never really understood, because I used to drink coffee like not straight black,
Yeah.
So I used to drink it with like the creams and sugars and shit, masking the true flavor behind coffee.
Yeah, sure.
So like now I'm like a big connoisseur of coffee, and having like just to be able to taste all the different kind of coffee that's out there, and not knowing that they actually taste different because you're always masking it with the cream and sugar.
Yeah, well, over the last 20 years, the innovation that we've seen in cannabis is that there's different varietals, and those varietals have attributes that will alter your mind and your body in different ways. And in a similar way, coffee also has varietals of plants because it also comes from a tree like cannabis.
Yeah.
And the coffee itself, depending on where that coffee's from, has different taste attributes that are unique. A coffee from Vietnam, for example, does not taste like a coffee from Ethiopia.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of science and innovation that's taking place at farms, and of course roasting, and of course brewing, that coffee as a category of a beverage to drink has been the most exciting thing to be a part of because there's new science emerging on how to make it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Plus, there's like new science too on like some of the health benefits that coffee offers. You know.
Totally. Yeah. I know our brand doesn't predicate enough on the benefits of coffee and how that improves performance, mental clarity. But coffee black, high in antioxidants. There's claims that coffee reduces and reverses liver damage. Coffee, of course, provides the caffeine, and the caffeine in your body increases endurance. So if you're a strength trainer, it's not unusual to see caffeine in a pre-workout mix.
Yeah.
But if you drink it naturally through coffee, drinking it black, instead of using a substitute of caffeine powder, you're drinking the source, right?
Yeah.
And coffee, of course, is 98% water.
So hook it up with one, huh?
Of what?
What do you cold coffee?
Yeah, we're just drinking black coffee. Grab a cup.
So, what made you want to get into coffee, brother? Start selling coffee.
Man, I believe, yeah, right there. Man, I believe in coffee as a category, like as a product.
Yeah.
The coffee product is something that I really buy wholeheartedly into as a product, right? There's certain brands, there's certain networks, there's certain writers, there's certain musicians that you love, right? Can't really explain it. But you love that shoes, you love those socks, you love that pair, you love that hair gel, that toothbrush, whatever. In coffee, I love coffee as a category. Oh, what's that? What coffee is that?
Yeah.
What coffee is that?
Yeah.
Oh, what coffee is that? So I love that specifically, right?
You ain't gonna
I think the second thing is in coffee, very much like cannabis, it opens up doors. It opens up me to connect with someone else that I never even met before. I love it for that reason too.
Yeah, just enjoying a cup of coffee and shit with
The company,
Yeah.
it opens it up.
Yeah, for sure.
It opens it up in ways that I think drinking a beer, drinking a beer with someone like a stranger is possible, but the experience is filtered and monitored. So you can only go into certain establishments and have a beverage that has alcohol in it. With coffee, most of the time you can go into a cafe, right? And be in a room full of strangers and experience the beverage with the strangers, right?
Yeah.
But in a lot of ways, I've been invited to people's homes, and I've invited people to my home, complete strangers, over a cup of coffee, not over a cup of beer. So it's a lot different.
Yeah.
It's a lot different.
That's why I like the joint and coffee. It opens up two doors for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like having smoking a joint with somebody too. It's like if I smoke a joint with you, it's obviously for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the game, the conversation, the meeting that we have, the understanding we have that we connect with sometimes, as far as some of the emotions that we encountered or dealt with before in our lives. So over that conversations of that Kush and coffee, you know? Like we had today. Like your boy said, he thought we knew we fuck each other forever. We just met today, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, go ahead.
Well, I love what you're saying because it kind of takes me back to what you were talking about using the 30 grams of mushrooms, because it allowed you to see your physical person, your mind, and how detached it was from your spiritual essence. And as you're slowly working towards that, new discoveries about yourself will emerge, right? For me, I have a very clear sense of my spiritual, physical, and mental self.
Yeah.
And I've been able to see it clearly as a teenager. In my brand, I'm able to make quicker decisions, and I'm so thankful, bro, that God sends me people that grow it, and I don't need to prove or manipulate or control things to be visible and have success.
100%.
Because my mind, my spiritual self, and my physical person have come together in harmony that allow me to move with purpose. So in a lot of ways, while coffee enlightens, my spiritual self is rejuvenative. I feel rejuvenated, regenerative. It's regenerative. My spiritual self is always in constant regeneration. My physical person, no. I know I need to sleep for 9 hours. I need to eat every 3 hours. And there's certain times where I don't want to perform. coffee allows me to get that physical push. But my spiritual self, bro, is I want to be careful how I phrase this.
Yeah.
I feel like my spiritual self gives me the boost that I need that I didn't know I needed.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense?
Yeah, a little bit. The physical self kind of makes sense of, gives your spiritual push a push, right?
My spiritual self gives my physical body a push.
That gives you that drive, that thing that kind of, like there's been plenty of times, bro, when I want to, like, just give up on my physical self, like,
of course.
You know what I'm saying? And that spiritual form inside you, your subconscious thinking, that really controls us, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I tell everybody it's important on how you think, your thought process, because that gives you results in the physical form based on whatever you're thinking inside consciously is going to conduct itself on the physical form, because that's what's actually controlling it. So that's why it's important to hone in on your subconscious. That's why I got real big with taking the spiritual grams and really honing in on that subconsciousness, because every thought process starts with our consciousness, and we're in control of every single thought process that goes through our mind. That's why it's important to start off on a positive note every morning instead of that negative. And everybody has that option. It's easy to be negative, you know what I'm saying? It's easy, but it's hard to be positive all the time through every situation, which is, like you said, like the ego wall that you build, where you won't lash out on somebody because that's why that wall's there, you know? But we got to learn to control those emotions and talk about the reason why the wall is up, you know what I'm saying?
I love that. I'm so thankful that we live in the current time where there's so much great education and science that unpacks how the mind frame works, the architecture of the mind, the design of our mind. When you think about conscious, subconscious, ego, parts of our brain, I'm so thankful that I get to experience all that wisdom. And I'm so thankful that there's great food and great supplements and vitamins that help my body perform. In that sense, the spiritual part is the one entity that's lacking culturally that we can kind of learn and grow from. Now, there's great people that have talked about the spiritual walk. We have to go back, unfortunately, right? Muhammad Gandhi, Bruce Lee. There's a lot of great people.
So even to think about, you talk about great people, you got to think about your great ancestors, though.
Oh yeah,
they
talk about that.
walked this planet. You know what I'm saying? They walked this earth before us.
Right.
That's why it's important for us to pay homage and respect for them every day. Because if it wasn't for them, our grandest grandfathers, our grandest mothers, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
We got one of those those traits of our ancestors in us. That's the reason why who we are today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100%. There was a guy like you 1,000 years ago, your ancestor, that had the same vibe as you, thought the same way as you.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why we come back together. As I said, we crossed paths in this life before. That's why we're just doing it again now. We're repeating the cycle. Because when I was on that spiritual forum, like I said, I felt like we've been doing this shit for thousands of years. Like repeating the same process. And there's like always a great reset that comes back, and you got to find solely who you are in this journey until you can cross over to that next level. You know what I'm saying? So we keep repeating this cycle until we really find ourselves and hone ourselves and meet individuals like we meet today to help us inspire and get us enlightened to that next level type shit, or open that mindset, man. Or that thought process, you know?
I agree with that. Sometimes, I know sometimes we like to think that we're unique and special, but you realize that human civilization has been on this planet for thousands of years, and we're all living this human experience, and it changes, right? With technology and fashion, your career. We're kind of always doing the same thing in different ways, but a lot of the thoughts that we have are very human. The way that we're thinking, we're all going someplace, and sometimes it's the people that are around you that kind of help make that fulfilling, that journey that we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's worth living, bro. It's worth living that shit out.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just like, man, the love that you get too from just meeting general people. Like I get more love, I think, away from home than generally at home. You know what I'm saying? So
that's scripture, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's scripture.
It's like, and it's sad to say that too. And it's like, because you figure, you know what I'm saying, you'll get more love from at home, but then like your own family sometimes don't even give you the recognition, or not that anybody needs recognition, but it's just to show how families are so torn up. You know what I'm saying, with the egos and enviness and jealousy and shit like that. That everybody deals with it. All families deal with it. Dysfunctional families across the nation, man. And I feel like spiritual help that all this family needs is like spiritual help, man. We need a lot of it, you know. Because this world right now is on a huge spiritual battle, man, and the way it's going, you can just tell the way it's going. You know what I'm saying? The world is. The great book talks about it all the time, you know.
Yeah, I think as long as we focus on what is happening inside your brain, take therapy, take your medication, see a psychiatrist, talk to a doctor, talk to your family, talk to your friend, find ways to love your family. Find ways to love yourself, and then slowly grow outward.
Yeah.
But it all starts inside the home. It starts in your brain. And depression, suicidal thoughts, those are realities of our life.
Yeah.
Some people have genetic dispositions to be prone to depression. There are some genetic things that work too, right? But I think as long as we're working towards that enlightenment, that self-awakening, that journey, I think the world can be a better place, bro. You know what I mean?
100%.
Can't solve everyone's problems. I don't even think you're required to. Just solve your own shit.
Yeah, solve your own shit.
Solve your own shit first, you know what I mean? Man, I love the podcast. I'd love to be a part of the show another time.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, we do some shit in Chicago if you ever fly out. And next time I come out to Cali, man, I come check out your facility, dog.
I would love it, dude. I would love it. But yeah, you can find us at trinity.cbc.com, on Instagram, TrinityCBC. We're on TikTok too. I don't know what that handle is, but man, I would love to connect with you again.
Yeah, fire, dog. Appreciate you fucking taking the time and joining me on my podcast, man. This coffee's fire, by the way. It's fucking super good. I'm gonna grab me a couple bags, man, to go home with. Definitely get tapped in when we come back, man. Nice meeting you.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the Cali love, man.
Hell yeah.
Kush Coffee, man. It's your boy Jay Banner. We out.
Hey.
We out here in Venice Beach, California. Gotta make sure we ain't on Venice in Italy. It's your boy, man. Appreciate you. Love.